Hi everybody, it's dinner time. I was on the phone all day today. I'm not kidding you. So I'm glad that I decided to get out of my refrigerator something that I just threw some quick marinade on. I bought a cheap piece of steak. Steak's super expensive right now. And so I bought an inexpensive piece of steak and I put on some jarred garlic, some soy sauce, and a couple shakes, a couple jiggers worth of Worcestershire sauce. And I cut it up first, cut the piece of steak up. I'm just gonna grill it. We do a lot of outdoor grilling in the spring, summer, and actually into fall, but I'm gonna use an indoor grill and we're gonna make some easy shish kebab skewers. Okay, oh, this is my pack that I didn't open yet. I bought 2 packs. The other pack, I have the papers off of already. But that's okay, this takes 2 seconds. And these little grill things are nice. Like these little shish kebab skewers are nice. You kind of gently pinch it and it pushes all the meat off, meat and veg off. Isn't that neat? So when you put them on, you know how like you have to use your fingers or a fork or something like that. These are really sharp too. So I'm gonna get a couple going. It's just Thane and I eating at home. I'm gonna make some simple rice. I was gonna make those faux noodles and put the meat in there and do this and that. But guess what? It's kind of late now. It's after 5. And so I want to get this going. I bet maybe 4 of them will do. What I like to do with any skewers, whether they're the wooden picks, I used to soak them in water, but I never thought ahead of time to do that. So then it's like, okay, let's hurry up and cook. So I would try and put a little oil or something on them so that the food and veg would slide off. But I'm gonna go ahead and just spray them. Spray them a little, and these little pushers, I call them the little pushers, they do help. So let me spray it. I'm gonna spray them over the sink, which is right here. And I will be right back. 1 and 2, there you go. So I sprayed them, and we're gonna put the steak on. I'm gonna keep it really simple. Onion and green pepper, bell pepper, that's it. 4 pits. So let's cut them up. My onions have been really strong lately, so I'm going to do it second. If I do it first, I'm just going to be crying on camera for you guys. Okay, let me wipe my hands. And I like to keep you have to think when you're doing a skewer, a shish kebab, you have to think of what size do I cut the veg? Because if they're too little, they're going to fall off. If you have cherry tomatoes plus like pieces of chicken that are too large, the cherry tomato is going to be like, so sometimes I'll put those type of vegetables, like say mushrooms and tomatoes, I'll put those all on one particular skewer, then I can remove it from the grill and have the meat ones continuing to cook, until they're fully cooked. So to do this, I've done this for company when I had my family, company. I remember one time we did it outside. It was kind of still snowy, but I wanted those. And I had marinated some chicken. I had fresh pineapple and green pepper, which I think is such a good combo, and onion too, And then I made a big thing of rice and everybody got their skewers and I don't know, it kind of seemed fun. So I think like this size maybe would be good. And then that way they won't fall off too. So let me just kind of do this real quick. A couple of these. They're kind of big ones, but that's all right. And then, so I have these to the side. Let's get some onion going, because you don't have to watch me do all of them. I like to cut off the blossom, not the root. The root can keep it on. And then I'm going like this with my hand. Can you see that? Okay, so now I got to think ahead. I got to think, like, how do I want these onions cut? I don't want them sliced. They can't go on the, me and this hair. I'm finally getting haircuts in 2 days. I usually cut my own hair, but it's really on my nerves. When I'd be pulling it up in a chip clip all these times, that means I can't fix it. So I'm going to finally get my hair cut, and hopefully I'll like it. Hopefully they'll listen to me. A lot of times I've had hairdressers say, oh, I thought you'd look nice like that, Shirley. Really? Really? And they cut my hair kind of how they want. I was like, no, don't do that. So I'm a little timid with the hairdresser. But I am going to go because my nice neighbor Jamie said she uses this girl across the street. And I can't go to my other friend. She's usually on vacation or it's just not jiving with my schedule. So I'm desperate. Forgive me, Carrie, if you're out there. So how do I do these onions? I can't slice them this way because they'll fall off the skewer. So I might slice them in like little triangles. So I'm going to cut like down here and then cut again like that. Okay, so if you can see, I'm going to go down like this. I'm keeping the root on. Okay, I'm going to go like that. And it's still kind of in one piece. See that little piece of the root? Ooh, it's getting strong. I have to hurry up. And I'm going to cut like that. Okay, so we have these little wedges, if you will. Okay. Look how that stays together. Now, I'm not going to do it this way. I'm going to skewer it that way. Let's just do a couple, okay, real quick. Yeah, this should be down here. Here's our meat and our veg. Just do it real fast, okay? So there's this piece. It turned a little brown from the soy sauce, but that's all right. So I'm going to poke it through. I tend to give it a little space in between so that it really can cook. This is a smaller piece, so I can kind of push it together. Here's like a larger piece, and ooh, I left a little fat on, but you know what? It'll be fine. So let's get some veg on. How about one of those? And be careful, because these, you see how I'm wiggling it in there? These can hurt, okay? Put another piece of meat. I'm sure I'll have some skewers with just meat on it. I'm not impressing anybody, right? And then some more green pepper. Like I said, I'm keeping this really, really simple. I'm going to have some, you know, flavored rice and stuff. Okay, so there's one skewer. Not a lot of onion, but that's all right. If I am having company, I'm like a freak about I want them all the same. Like 2 meats, 1 veg, 1 of that, 2 of that, you know. But it's just Thane, and he's like the least fussy guy to cook for. I could serve fish sticks every night. Remember those? And he would like them. He would say, you know what he says? Have you ever watched Iron Chef? Years ago, it was like, woo, what's this crazy show, Iron Chef? Now there's a million shows kind of like that. But the chairman would always say to the, thank you for an excellent meal, chef. And that's what he says to me every night. It doesn't matter if it's leftovers. It's like, I said, my pleasure. So it's just something fun that we do together. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing here. Get that meat on there, girl. Some more green pepper, and I can fit another piece of meat on there. Ta-da. Let's do one more. Now, when you do grill, you should have, take a little paper towel and some tongs and get a little bit of vegetable oil, not olive oil, and just wipe your grill with it real quick. It'll kind of smoke a little bit. But that's what you do because you don't want to be spraying the nonstick spray on the grill top. So just make sure that your grill is, I have like kind of a good nonstick indoor one. So that helps. But you want it to not have your meat stick, okay? You can also, I've been known to do this, spray this, once the kebabs in there, spray that, and then put that sucker on there. But you want to have high heat, okay? You want to have some real high heat. Go on, let's do this. Couple little ones. Whoops, see that one broke. It was too small. Too small. One more of this. And another piece of steak. I'll probably fit these last pieces on, but you know, I kind of wanted to cut the rest of that fat off. So, but I'll go back and fit a couple pieces on here. I'll cut that off. Let's turn off the camera. I'm gonna get my grill smoking hot. Okie doke. And with this meal, just to keep it simple, I'm just gonna make some jasmine rice on the stove. Find another vegetable or 2 in the fridge, and you got it. Nothing fancy. I think is it Wednesday or is it Tuesday? Oh, it's Monday. The calendar of a non-working outside the house girl anymore. That's me. It's Monday. It's President's Day. There you go. The indoor grill is getting really hot, and these 3 guys are ready. I have the rice on the stove. What I did was, see that sprinkled stuff? Here, let's see if I can show you with one hand. Yeah, one hand. I like this. It's just an off-brand of steak seasoning. So I squirted a little bit of spray on those, and then I added a little bit of that. I sprinkled some of that steak seasoning on there. I think it'll flavor things nice. Okay, I'm gonna get them on the grill and we'll show you the end result. Yummy. So I'm digging in the fridge to find vegetable, right? And I had frozen what were fresh Brussels sprouts, not the frozen kind you buy in the store, but from the farmer's market. And way in the back of my one drawer in my freezer, look what I found. So guess what I did to them? I put them on a skewer. I'm gonna grill them like that. What do you think? And also, that little piece of onion that was left over, while the grill, it should be telling me it came to temperature anytime now, but I put some of the same sauce, and I'm just gonna grill the whole onion. Might have to stay in there a little bit longer, but what do you think? Pretty genius, huh? I hope, anyway. I'll let you know. Right when my jasmine rice was almost finished, I did this. I took the lid off, and I put in some frozen peas just on top. Sometimes I'll put carrots and peas in rice on the top. You know, they're not gonna sink because the rice is almost finished and it supports whatever veg I put in. You can put in green beans, you can put in broccoli. It'll just steam it and it makes it really nice, and then you don't use an extra pan. So here they are, almost ready. I'm gonna flip them one more time, and I threw that little piece of onion in that was marinating also. The Brussels sprouts look good, and we will have these for dinner in about 5 minutes. Like I said, I'm gonna flip them and get some grill marks on them. My skewers are a little big for this particular indoor grill.